What happens when you let a TikToker talk to NFL legends? We got to interview some legends at the Pro Football Hall of Fame this past weekend. I asked about current day football, past day football. I asked for my players out there about specific routes. I even asked these NFL legends for any general advice of what it takes to be great. Stay tuned throughout. We interviewed 5+ Hall of Famers and got to meet a bunch of other legends too. I'm going to let that video play at the end. Starting with meeting a GOAT of the game, both on the field as a player, as a coach, and as a commentator, Tony Dungy. What's your thoughts on the Chargers this year? Honest thoughts on the Chargers this year?
I think they're going to make progress.
Okay.
I think they've got the right formula, and now they just got to get it in place. I'd like to see some of these receivers come through, but I think they're right there.
You like Coach's philosophy?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm glad. It's great to meet you, Coach. Thank you so much.
I think they've got the perfect formula. Now they just got to
Right?
get everybody to
We got to
play.
pound the rock.
Yeah.
Play some defense. Let's go. Thank you, Coach.
How are you?
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Hey, well, that's not a football hat. What's that?
It's a Chargers hat, but
Oh,
it's got,
I see.
it's
That's
got
I thought that was a Sunday.
It's got a little bit extra. We were here for you when you were there.
Oh, yeah?
When you got inducted. It was so beautiful, man,
Oh,
to see you
thank
get inducted. You still watch the Rams?
Yeah.
What do you
Oh,
think? What do you think this
They'll
year?
be good.
Yeah?
They'll be good, yeah.
Super Bowl contender?
You know, I think so.
Right there, right?
Yeah.
I'm rooting for a Rams-Chargers Super Bowl. I really am. Rams-Chargers
That
Super
would be
Bowl.
something, two teams play in the same stadium.
It'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
Good to meet
Nice to
you,
meet
Mike.
you. What do you think about the Seahawks this year?
I don't know.
Not even paying attention? Hey, at least you're
I'm
honest.
paying attention, but
Oh, you mean like as far as the results?
I haven't
yeah.
seen the quarterback that they got.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play
Okay.
yet.
He's good with the timing around, so he'll be good with JSN. He'll be good with Jackson Smith for sure.
hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to meet you. I'm joined with Pro Football Hall of Famer and Chargers legend, Charlie Joyner. Charlie, thank you for being on my show, my program. And we're also using this for the Pro Football Hall of Fame social media team, so some other people might be watching too. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure, you know. Almost anything I can do for the Hall of Fame, I try to get it done. If they ask me to do it, I try to get it done most of the time. If I'd ask me to come back, I'm going to try to come back. This is a great organization. This is a great place. It's a great museum. You know, and I just think it needs all the backing in the world. I think the entire United States should just get in a fold and kind of protect this haven right here.
Yeah, I was pitching an idea to my followers too. I was saying that they should have multiple locations. They should have one here.
Yeah,
This is
exactly
the home
right.
base, and we should have one on the West Coast, and we should have one on the East Coast.
I agree with you totally on that.
And then when we induct certain players, they could even say like, "Hey, put my bust closer to home," or
Right.
that would be cool.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Let's talk about your playing days. I know you were a super athlete, right? But what was your favorite like skilled route to run? What was the route that was lethal and just take out anybody?
I think the one that beat most teams and was the post corner.
The post corner.
But no doubt, it's a double move route. And the first move, we threw the ball so quick, so fast in San Diego that first move is when Dan Fouts would throw it a lot.
Yeah.
Most of the passing game was first move, most of it. But the corner route was the second move.
Yeah.
And once they take the first move, they know that ball is going inside. Then all of a sudden you come back out.
Yeah.
Then you got a very easy completion.
Would you switch it up on them and go corner post and go opposite? You know what I mean?
No,
Oh no.
The reason why?
There's safety. Yeah, it's a different era, huh? I'm dumb. I'm thinking about Justin Jefferson here.
The reason why we didn't do that much because that safety is sitting in the middle
Yeah,
of the field.
it'll take you out.
We don't want to do that.
Speaking of safeties, there's some great safeties that's played throughout the league, but out of any players, not just DB, wide receiver, is there anyone that you wish you had at practice to kind of iron sharpen iron to go at every single day?
You mean
Any
no.
player ever, honestly.
No.
You liked our guys.
I liked everybody. Yeah, they're really good. Everybody here is good. Yeah.
But Kellen was telling me the same thing. I asked him the same question, and Kellen said, no one. I want our team that we had. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, that's beautiful as a Chargers fan to hear.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your coaching career a little bit, because I think that it's interesting that, you know, you kind of went through a whole career after football, coaching receivers, getting involved in the game still.
Right.
People don't really talk about that as much as the playing career when you come for the Hall of Fame. I'm sure that people still bring it up.
People
Yeah.
who could remember does bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't remember, you know, that I went from playing to coaching.
Yep.
You know.
Right away, right?
Right away. 1 year, that's all it took. After that, you know, people, they didn't remember me that much, you know. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got elected to the Hall of Fame, and that was a big step in my life. And I got a little distinguished as one of the Chargers' best assistant coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That worked out pretty good for me.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously remember you as a player because you were leading history at one point in receptions and yards, right?
Receptions and yards.
Of course, everyone knows about
everybody
Jerry. His
knows
son's
about
playing
him.
tonight.
Right,
He's at
right,
receiver
that's
too.
right.
I'm gonna be
He's
watching
doing
him. I think he's gonna play a lot tonight, actually. So if you see him out there, cheer for him a little extra. Like,
Maybe.
nah, we'll see.
I'm not a Jackson.
He is a Charger.
I'm not a Jackson State fan.
Oh, That's what it was?
Yeah, they from Jackson City. You know, we used to beat them like they owned or something.
Yeah, but for viewers that don't know, he coached Andre Reed.
Yes.
Chargers fans that are watching, Vincent Jackson, right?
Vincent Jackson, yes.
You know who one of my favorite receivers of all time is that no one ever gives any talk about at all? And this is my era when I was a kid, Eddie Royal.
Eddie
So
Royal was
sneaky.
Great player. Great player. Don't get his due.
He
Great
don't?
Player.
He don't?
doesn't. He don't get
He
his
made the
due.
Pro Bowl, I think.
Yeah.
Special teams at least.
Special teams?
Yeah.
He don't
Who's
get his-
who's
he
some
don't
other
get his due.
receivers maybe that I'm not talking about here that you've coached that people might not even realize?
Wes Chandler.
The obvious one?
He didn't get his due. He's
Yeah.
the obvious one. Okay, I played with this other one, John Jefferson. I
Yep.
played with him for 3 years. And if he just think if he'd have played as long as I had.
Right?
That sucker might
Right?
have
I think about that with Kellen too sometimes.
2,000 catches.
And Kellen, I think, still played like 10 years, 8 years, but I think about that sometimes with him. Like, he would have doubled his stats up probably if he played
Double.
another 5 years.
He'd have doubled them.
Yeah. Are you keeping up with the Chargers at all now? Or
I keep up with them
a little bit? A little bit? What do you think of the team this year?
Oh, I like the team. I like Harbaugh. I like the way he coaches. I like the way he's put the quarterback in a disciplined era where he got to be disciplined to what everybody else is doing except for what he's trying to create. Now he's got to be disciplined to do things right. And that's the greatest thing in the world for a quarterback. All they want is a little discipline.
Yeah, and I think this specific quarterback is built for that kind of. He's built for that automatic, that step back, and I'm going to hit the receiver in 3 seconds, and I'm going to move on to the next play.
Move on to the next play. That's
Exactly. I love Justin Herbert so much. We saw him walk through here, and I was like a fangirl screaming for him.
But believe me, if he stay on his pace, he'll be here.
Yeah, he's going to be here for sure if he keeps up this pace. I think so. Do you think, and you know Derwin James, obviously. I'm pinning you into a corner. You know Derwin James, right?
Yeah.
Do you think in your prime DJ could cover you?
I think it'll be 60-40.
60-40, okay.
Yeah.
You're giving him credit there.
Or maybe 65-35.
That's good credit.
It's the best he could do again.
Most Hall of Famers aren't going to give him that kind of credit. I ran into Warren Sapp earlier. And he already looked like he was ready to tackle somebody over there. Warren, nice to meet you, man. My name's Mike. Did you play with The Rock?
He was my backup, you mean?
Exactly right. But I'm just giving him a little leeway and a little credit that he's a Hall of Fame player too.
He's my favorite player right now, so that's why I asked. Derwin James, I love that man. He's a beast. He is a build a football player, like just the heart, the body, the talent, everything's in there. Back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh's getting known. He's going viral. He's going crazy. He's been doing this his whole career, but it's really picking up with the Chargers because of our social media team. But he's just for these motivational quotes. They just come out of nowhere. He says something that seems like it's just random and is like really motivational. They put inspirational music. Is there any quotes that you remember that maybe no one knows about from Dan Fouts or Eric Coryell or Joe Gibbs? Any of these legends, did they say anything that sticks or that stuck permanently? Like some of the stuff that Harbaugh's saying now and that the fans are going crazy over.
You know, the only thing that really impressed me a lot and that I repeated a lot when I became a coach is in football, play hard, play fast, but don't hurry.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, always wanted to.
It's like you want your body moving fast, but your brain moving slow.
Yeah, it's kind of,
Yeah.
it's kind of combination of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Be fast, be quick,
And there's a lot of feel out there, right?
but don't hurry.
That's a great
Be fast,
quote.
be quick, but don't hurry. Thank you.
Who said
very
that?
much.
Who said that?
Charlie Joyner.
Charlie Joyner? That's it? That's your quote? Okay. I'm putting it on a t-shirt. I promise you. I'm going to put it on a t-shirt, and I'll be wearing it around. People will see it, and I'll tell them that you told me directly.
Oh.
Last question. You can say anything. This is advice for young people out there, young athletes out there. In your opinion, what does it take to be great?
Athletic ability is first, okay? Athletic attitude
Athletic
is
attitude.
next, okay? And living a good life is
Living a good
third
life.
part.
I love that.
Right.
Thank you so
That's the
much.
third part of it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's awesome advice. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate the interview. Thank you so much. You're such a legend, man. Pro Football Hall of Famer and Chargers legend, Kellen Winslow. Kellen, how are you doing today? Thank you
That's me.
for being on my program.
It's a pleasure to be on your program. What program are we on?
We're on the NFLMike podcast, but we're also working with the Hall of Fame social media team to make some videos, so it might be a part of that too.
Am I your first video?
First interview with the Hall of Famer, that's for
Okay,
sure.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
number one.
I'm very appreciative.
I'm number one. I'm number one. Okay, go ahead.
You keep chanting it. I'll let you chant all day. You are a super athlete. That's how you became number one. That's what brings me to my first question. We know you for being 7 feet tall, but what's your favorite route on the route tree to run? Because when I was watching some other interviews, I saw you talking about being an athlete. I saw you talking about being there for your quarterback. What are the routes that were your favorite to kind of bring out the bag when you first started showing it off at tight end?
Three pump.
Three pump? Can you explain it?
Three pump. Inside release, push on the linebacker or the strong safety. Most time the linebacker. Lean inside to get them to take the inside fake. Break to the outside, losing a yard coming back to the quarterback. But the quarterback pumps.
Yeah.
And that's when you roll up field.
Yeah.
And the quarterback throws the ball behind the defensive back who's trying to adjust. Three pump.
Oh, I love it. So you're making it look like a dig. You're making it look like just an in route, and then all of a sudden you're scoring a touchdown.
No, it's actually an out route.
Oh, an out route. Oh, so you're making it look like an out route, and then all of a sudden it's a
It's
touchdown.
an out and up for people who can do an out and up inside
few.
versus outside.
Those lucky few that can run routes like that.
Coffee. Have you tried the coffee?
I have not tried the coffee.
Very good.
That's good. That's good. You just got some random coffee and ended up being good.
It's very good.
Didn't you run that route in the Epic in Miami?
Yes, I scored on a touchdown on the 3 pump.
Let's go. I just randomly remembered that. Pretty pumped. What are some current tight ends that you enjoy watching today? Do you keep up with it?
No,
Not really?
I don't.
Can you think of the last tight end that you remember, like that stood out to you watching a football game?
Some guy by the name of Antonio Gates.
Oh.
Yeah, Antonio Gates.
They heard of him.
I
They
think
heard of him.
he's here this weekend.
Yeah, I'm kind of here for him.
I saw him earlier, yeah.
Such a
Good
legend,
guy.
man.
Such a good guy.
I think that they took way too long to retire your number, by the way, and this is a message to the Chargers. Don't take too long on Antonio Gates' number retirement. Let's get this number retired.
I was retired, 30,
How long did it take?
35 years or something like that?
That's ridiculous.
30, well,
Should've
they got
been
to.
sooner.
They got to.
It was cool that you and Joyner got to do it together, though. That was cool.
That was very special.
Yes.
And I want to thank Dan Fouts for all the work he did in making that happen. And I
Oh,
want to
okay.
thank the Chargers for doing it.
Yes, yes.
They didn't have to. They didn't have to do
In
that.
SoFi, right?
Yes.
That's like a special experience, too. You got into the upgraded stadium, so it's like kind of like what you started.
Upgraded.
Well, not upgraded.
what?
Newer.
I mean, come
newer.
on.
I love Qualcomm. I love Jack Murphy. I've been a few
There's no
times.
place better than the
Yeah,
Qualcomm.
yeah,
than the
yeah.
Q.
You're right.
Don't say
Chargers
upgraded.
fans would be mad at me.
Don't disrespect her.
The Super Stadium, the new stadium, you got to see you built it at the floor level, and boom, here we are,
There's
Chargers.
nothing like playing on that baseball field.
What,
that
in
the
Oakland?
Padres
Oh.
just played.
Oh, yeah, that one too?
The
Yeah.
Padres just played on the day before. There's nothing like playing in that dirt.
They were just doing a presentation in there, and they were saying, like, the worst thing would be baseball game, rain, football game,
Yeah.
rain, and then all of a sudden you're in the mud.
Exactly. You're in the mud.
He's in there struggling. The Chargers' new head coach, Jim Harbaugh, is he's always been doing this his whole life. I've known this as a football fan. All football fans know that. But he's going viral like crazy from being a motivational speaker. Motivational quotes. He says just random things like it's not just today, it's today. He just said the same thing twice, but is there anything that Eric Coryell said, anything that Dan Fouts said, is there anything that's similar? It's like, this was something that people haven't heard about that you remember, a famous quote, a moment, a story that was like, this guy motivated the crap out of me with just the simplest thing.
Coach Coryell on the sideline of a football game that we were just having a little trouble getting started, get our offense in gear. Coach Coryell came into the huddle and said, just throw it to Kellen. That was motivation enough.
That's a good play call right there. Any stories that you remember, I have to ask because I'm a huge NASCAR fan too. Any stories about Joe Gibbs or the Gibbs family?
Oh, Joe. Wow. A lot. We'd be here all day.
All day?
All day.
You got
Joe
any
was-
really funny ones or really good ones?
Well, Joe was just a consummate professional.
Uh-huh.
He always has a serious tone about himself and was always, this is football. We're going to do certain things. We're going to get this done. When you went to work, you went to work.
Yeah.
And Joe was meticulous. He was detail oriented. And that's how we ran our offense. It was a timing system. Get rid of the ball. You don't get sacked if you don't have the ball.
Exactly.
So get rid of the ball.
That's awesome. Yeah. I love to hear stories about Joe. I love to hear stories about the coaches that people don't talk about as much in history that are just as important. So I know you're not keeping up with the current tight ends and the current players and all that kind of stuff, but even let's go back into the past even maybe. Or, maybe when you were still watching the game, is there any player, it could be any position, that you're just like, man, I wish I could have been that guy's teammate. I wish I could have played on that guy's squad.
Any guy.
Anyone ever that you've watched play football?
I was pretty happy with the guys we played with.
I would be too.
That was quite a unit.
Yeah.
For me to come into the league in 1979, I know most of you weren't born then, weren't even born around that time.
My dad was too.
Hey, but your dad was too. Okay, I'm going to throw this coffee on you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Well, I need to get rid of the hat first. This is a good hat.
I came into the league, and John Jefferson was the starting wide receiver. Charlie Joyner was the other starting wide receiver. Dan Fouts at quarterback.
Yeah.
The offensive line had been together for a number of years and had gelled. I was the last piece of that puzzle
Oh, so you kind of
that they were putting
perfected it.
together.
That's
And when I realized that I was the last piece of that puzzle, and my job was to kind of help control the middle of the field,
Yeah.
it all clicked.
everything for
It
all the players.
clicked. And when Coach Coryell decided to take out the fullback and put in the second tight end, which was me, I was not the starting tight end. It was Bob Klein. And I became the second tight end. It changed the entire league.
Yeah.
That's Don Coryell. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. It should have been in the Hall of Fame 25 years ago.
Yeah, 100%, and I appreciate that you're giving him the credit for that, because that was very revolutionary in the way he's thinking, right? To move you around the formation, use you in different places, more like a receiver, but you're still massive. I mean, going against like little DBs.
We still ran the football.
Yep.
I remember the years when at the Pro Bowl, the starting five was Charlie, myself, Wes, Chuck, and Dan.
That's the offense.
Yeah, that was the starting.
That's the AFC offense.
5 of us were, from the Chargers.
That's absolutely
And
awesome.
so Chuck had over 1,300 yards rushing.
That is
That
great.
year, I had 1,200 yards receiving. Charlie
All pro,
had,
right? Yeah.
All pro. Charlie was in the 1,000-yard category. It was awesome to be a part of that.
I just watched the highlights and I'm just like, I wish I was a part of this. I look in the crowd and see the fans actually in the new gear. When you look back at those games,
Yes.
you see a lot of the fans in the gear that they've just released out.
Okay.
Like the yellows especially. Those yellows, all yellow
yellows.
shirts.
I never played in the yellow.
But the fans themselves, I mean, the fans in the crowd.
the yellow, yeah. The
Yeah,
Charger
they
power
never really
shirts
had
and-
those like yellow
Yeah.
Charger power
Okay.
shirts and that kind of stuff.
Those
But,
are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish I still had one.
Oh yeah, well, maybe we can order one now because they're bringing it back out. But speaking of you being kind of the final piece of the offense, I know that you were a big chess player before
Yes.
football.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not a big chess player. I don't really know anything about chess, but I do know that it's a very analytical game, a strategic game. You're thinking multiple moves ahead. How did that help you as a wide receiver? How did that help you in the NFL when you made that transition to become a football player? And what did it mean to kind of connect something that no one would connect to football?
When I was a sophomore in college,
Uh-huh.
and I realized that as playing tight end, I was the knight on the chessboard. When
Right.
I realized that football clicked for me. I played 1 year of high school football. Even when I was a sophomore starting against, major football competition in college, I really didn't understand what was going on. I was just kind of running around the field.
Yeah.
The day I realized I was the knight on the board, the whole game slowed down for me and made sense.
That's insane. So what's some advice on potential future players that want to be in the NFL? I'm not even just going to say tight ends, but what's some advice to give to someone who's in high school right now, who's in college right now, who's coming up that wants to make it to the NFL?
Go to school, study, play chess, but people don't realize just how smart you have to be to play this game. There are no dumb quarterbacks in the National Football League. If they are, they don't play for very long.
Yeah.
Okay? There are no dumb offensive linemen. There are no dumb defensive linemen. Go to school, learn, understand concepts, and you'll have a better chance.
That's great advice. I agree with you. Get good grades too while you're at
And
school.
good grades, yes.
My dad, he told me to ask this question. I have to ask this question. He's a high school football coach,
Okay?
and he wants to know if there's any high school football coaches that changed your life.
There's only one. Well, actually, it's two. Coach Cornelius Perry and Coach Jimmy Lewis
Okay, shout out to those.
came to my geometry class as a junior and convinced me to come off of football senior year. I didn't play football until I was a senior in high school. They came to my geometry class, asked Miss Pescar if they could speak to me, and they told me I belonged on the football
Yeah,
field.
they probably saw you were you on the basketball court?
Nope.
Oh, you weren't even playing?
I was working at United Parcel Service after school, my sophomore and junior year. I took a leave of absence from UPS to go play high school football and change my entire life.
That is
Thank you, Coach Perry. Thank you, Coach Lewis.
That is beautiful. That's exactly what I think my dad wanted too, because he's always having kids tell him stuff like that, where come back later and tell him dude, just playing football completely changed me as a person.
Yes.
Last question. In your opinion, you can say any advice or anything you want to say. What does it take to be great?
Consistency.
Just one word?
Consistency. Yep, that's it.
I agree with that. Consistency. Appreciate you, Kellen. Thank you
bet.
again.
Thank you.
It's been such a good time. It's an honor
And
to meet
she
you.
can do much better.
Probably. Just when I thought you couldn't beat interviewing all those Hall of Famers, I got to meet the entire Chargers team. They got to walk by, and I basically was able to fist bump them just hours before the game. I fist bumped the 2025 Chargers into the 2025 season. Talk about a sign that a great season is incoming. Also, got to see up close and personal some of my childhood heroes, LaDainian Tomlinson, Antonio Gates, a whole row of Hall of Famers. It was legendary. And at the very end, literally after the Hall of Fame induction, the last event of the weekend, I finally, after looking for him all weekend, found my childhood hero, Philip Rivers. Got to meet him, got to get a picture, and then literally went to my hotel, got a little bit of rest, got on the plane, came back to LA right here, the NFLMike studio. And we're getting back on the grind, y'all. I appreciate everyone for supporting me and getting me to this point. This was an iconic weekend in my life. I will never forget football's greatest weekend. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to the Pro Football Hall of Fame for inviting me. Thank you to John specifically if you're watching this. You are a legend, man. And I owe you one, so go ahead and give me a call and cash in whenever you want. What's going to happen the rest of this 2025 season? We're getting back to our originally scheduled programming. I guess sooner rather than later, the ball definitely won't lie.
Bill Flames, I went Mike on the mic. With something brand new, one time for your mind. He gave you fair warning. Now it's time to smack him in the mouth with that raw sports talk from the town. Sweet chin music to your favorite sportscaster.